This episode of the Wasteland Podcast is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. To celebrate the 100 pounds that I lost, Sheath sent me their underwear, and I'm so thankful and so happy because they're the most comfortable underwear that I've ever worn, and I love them, and you will too. Trust me. They are a 2-pouch compartment. They have a 2-pouch compartment. They not are a 2-pouch compartment. I know grammar. They have soft, supportive material. They look great, and you know what? They're a great company. I love them, and you will too. Do me a favor. Just go to sheathunderwear.com and check out everything they have. They're an American-owned company. They're a veteran-owned company, and they're just good people. The owner, Robert Patton, came up with the idea for Sheath on his second tour in Iraq, and he supports me, so please help support them. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use promo code Syatt, SYATT, to get 20% off of your first order. And don't forget that every order comes with a Sheath Underwear 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code Syatt. Get Sheath Underwear and let them support your balls. Hi, and welcome back to the Wasteland Podcast. My name is Lee Syatt, and the Wasteland Podcast is a podcast for anyone interested in losing weight, whether you're starting, you've already done it, you're in the middle somewhere, wherever you are in the process, I'm happy to have you here, and welcome back. So last week, if you remember, I was a little worried that I wasn't going to lose weight for only the second time in all this almost year process, but luckily, knock on wood, I did lose weight, and now I'm worried this week. I've been very lucky that I really haven't had any major plateaus. I had 1 week where I didn't lose weight, and last week wasn't great. I only lost 1.2 pounds, but hey, that's something. I'm getting close. As of last week, I was at 204.6. We'll see this week. I sort of messed up. Actually, I didn't sort of mess up. I did mess up. I normally weigh in on Tuesdays, and then, Tuesday and Wednesday I can kind of not go crazy, but have a little bit more. And then usually by Friday, I'm trying to really go really light. And on Friday, I went with my girlfriend and her friends to Chinese food, and I got good things, but I had a couple pieces of sushi and of chicken fingers, which for everyone not on the East Coast, it's like basically just a breaded chicken finger, and they're delicious. But I only had I think 2 or 3, but I shouldn't have had any. People get mad at me. It's not that I shouldn't have had them. It's that just because I'm trying to lose weight, it's not smart. I can have whatever I want, but it's hard to lose weight eating fried chicken fingers. And then Saturday was the real mess up. It wasn't that much, but we went to there's an Italian place near me, and I like it because they let you have things with rice. And I had a whole plan. Even before I was losing weight, I always liked having a plan for what I was going to eat. But I got there, and the special was tortellini in a meat sauce. And if you know me, those are two things that I love very much. And I don't really get to have much pasta. And I made I don't want to say wrong decision or bad decision, but I made a decision that I kind of regret, and I got the tortellini with the meat sauce, and I even more regret it because the tortellini was basically the tortellini you can buy at the store, so it wasn't that delicious. But I had it, and it wasn't that much of a pasta, and now I'm not sure how my weigh-in's going to go. I'll have a very healthy dinner tonight. I had a healthy dinner last night, so we'll see. But I think I should. The problem is on the East Coast is it's getting harder to work out for me now because of the weather. I do have a gym at my office, but I'm in jeans. I guess I could walk on the treadmill in jeans, but I walk a lot now. I walk about an hour a day, 45 minutes to an hour, 4 to 5 times a week. And that's really helped, especially when it gets closer to weigh-in day. And it's rainy and cold today, so I don't know if I'll get to do that outside. Maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I'll run down to the gym. But I I feel like I'm starting to get close to a weight where I'll hit some more plateaus, because I was at 204.6 as of last week, and I feel like there's some sort of, I don't know, weight karma that it just knows, the universe knows that I want to be under 200 pounds, because I haven't been under 200 pounds probably since high school. I'm trying to think of when it was. Might have even been like sophomore or junior year of high school. Well, yeah, because no, it wasn't sophomore year. Because freshman year, I remember I weighed in for wrestling at 166. It might have been junior or senior year. I think by college I was definitely over 200, and I'm just excited about being under 200. So I feel like it's getting slower. I think I'll hit it by Thanksgiving at the latest, and that's gonna be if I hit a major plateau. I think I should hit it 2 to 3 weeks tops, but we'll get there. And it's not all about the number, but as I'm getting closer, because when I started, I was at 336. I wanted to lose 186 pounds, and now that I'm up to 130, I'm getting closer. It's only 50 pounds. I've lost 50 pounds almost 3 times now, and my goal is getting clearer and clearer. So it can get frustrating when it's taking longer than I would like it to. But I also know, like I said, I had pasta and Chinese food this week. It's hard to lose weight when you're eating that stuff, and it's just something, because every other time that I've lost weight, I've never lost this much, but every other time that I've lost weight, there would be times where I would stray, and it just sort of would pile on, and it would go from, like I said, a cheat meal that was just a meal to 2 meals to a full day to a weekend, and then suddenly every meal's a cheat meal, and I'm 300 pounds again. So I can't let that happen. I won't let that happen, and I just have to get better at recognizing that I'm getting off track and sticking with it. But I am doing fine. I think I'll lose weight this week. We'll see. Maybe not. It's not that big of a deal. But I am going, especially with the holidays coming up. Halloween's coming up, and I'm dating someone with kids, and I'm going to eat some candy, especially if I get under 200 pounds. And I have to be a lot stricter, because there's Thanksgiving. I have a family event coming up in actually like 2 weeks. I'm going out to LA, it looks like. So I have a lot of fun stuff, and all that stuff used to just mean basically excuses for me to eat food. And it still is, but I need to keep it in check. So speaking of in check, I'm very proud and happy for my guest this week. His name is David Aguilar, and I'm going to tell you his Instagram. His Instagram is Davo, DAVO, _hiking.gang. It's quite an Instagram, David. He does HVAC in Northern California, and that's not why he's on. I just wanted to give him a shout out. So if you need help with your AC, definitely give David a shout out. But he has done a lot of great things over the pandemic. He has lost over 30 pounds. He said he gained 60, and I think he's lost more than 30, but he's lost at least 30 pounds and kept it off. But he did it by bettering himself. He's cut way back on drinking. He got off of some different substances, and he's just doing a lot better. He started running. He hikes. He does intermittent fasting. You're going to hear all about it. Please give a big round of applause for my friend, David. Thank you so much for coming on today, David. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, I've been a big fan for a long time, so pleasure.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm a fan of you.
Okay,
So I know you told me that you were heavier as a kid. Were you always heavy, or did you gain weight?
Actually, I wasn't heavy as a kid. I was actually athletic as a kid.
As
I
a
played
kid.
sports my whole life. But when
Okay.
high school stopped, when high school stopped, that's when I started not working out. Then I had to start drinking a lot. Yeah, so
Oh,
next thing
okay.
I'm looking at pictures and I'm way heavier than like,
Wow. Okay. So, how much weight do you think you gained after high school?
oh, maybe I want to say 60, 70 pounds, maybe.
And over how long did it take you to do that?
I want to say at least, I got high school when I was 17, so maybe like 10 years, maybe.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that. Hey,
Yeah.
I remember going to the doctor when I was a kid, and she told me I was gaining 20 pounds a year. So, 60 or 70
Yeah.
pounds over 10 years. It's still a lot. And do you think it was mostly the drinking or not working out?
I
What do
think
you
it was
think?
like, I think it was combination of like not being athletic, like, because I used to always like, I played football, baseball since I was 8. So like, it was just a combination of drinking, bad eating habits. You think you're young, you don't realize like that catches up. Then I'm looking at pictures and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, pictures are the worst, especially
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
big. You're like, I don't want to take a picture with it's
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
it's the
You always say
worst.
the camera gains 10 pounds, but you never want to admit it. Like, yeah,
Oh no, the camera adds like 50 pounds. That's what you every time you see a picture, like, oh, I'm not that big, and then you see a
exactly.
picture,
Yeah,
God, wow. And then even when you're losing weight, sometimes just like I'm visiting my dad right now, and we took a
yeah.
picture when I was down here in February, and I was all proud of myself. I thought I was doing great, and I looked at the picture like, damn, I was still pretty fat.
I'm the same way right now. I'm the same way right now. I'm like,
No, no, you look great, dude.
thank you,
You
thank
look
you.
great. I mean, I wish that was a Red Sox jersey on, but I'll
You got drunk. Hopefully, we see you guys. I'm hoping we play each other.
that would. Hey, frankly, I think you have a better chance than we do, but we'll find out.
Uh,
So what was it pictures or how? When did you finally decide to start losing weight?
well, the big thing was COVID. To some people, COVID is a bad thing, but when COVID time happened, it gave me a reason not to go out and drink. So it was kind of like a blessing for me. So I took that time. And I was like, okay, now is the time to get healthy. I'm not getting healthy right now. I'm never gonna get any better. Like, so COVID was a a big thing for me. So those months that we weren't doing nothing, I literally ate tuna every lunch. Tried to
Okay.
run. First time I ran, I didn't even run. I ran around the track. I ran one time and like dying, heart hurting,
Oh,
and now I'm running like,
I can't run at all. You did better than I would probably do.
yeah. So
So
COVID was a big thing for me. So I said COVID was the time I finally realized like, okay, if I'm not doing it right now, I'm never gonna get healthy.
and was it just you doing it yourself, or did someone like bring it up to
I
you,
have a little
or?
brother. He's 21 years old. We worked out together, but he's more athletic though. He's like 140, yeah, in shape. It's barely got out of high school, so he's like way athletic. So I was trying to run with him. He was like
Okay.
killing me.
That's and how long did it take you to decide it? Like, when was it March of last year? Like, when how long did it take you for to be sitting at home and be like, you know what, I could do something better with this time?
I was always trying, but the thing was when before that, I was always going out every weekend. So I'll do like good for like 4 days and get drunk, and get drunk Friday, Saturday, Sunday, waste my whole weekend. Monday not working out. So I really slowed down on drinking. Like I hardly drink now. So
Well,
drinking was a big thing for me. So it was like a combination of both. Like I got healthy and also like healthy in that way too, not drinking.
okay. Did you change how you eat, or I know you said you had tuna a lot, but was it mostly
I did,
stopping
yeah.
the drinking?
I'm still good at it. Like Monday through Friday, I'm good. I'll cook homemade dinners Monday through Friday. Then like today, I usually fast until I want to say 2 o'clock. Then have like a light lunch. Then dinner today, Saturday. So I'll probably have some burgers and watch a game.
Okay. Hey, I mean, are you? It's where are you in the look? Because you look great to me. Are you still trying
Thank
to
you,
lose? Are
thank
you
you.
trying to lose weight, or are you trying to maintain now?
My whole
Where?
goal, I never had a six pack because I was playing football and I always had to. I'm 5'8", so I was always a smaller kid. So I always had to like be heavier.
Hey,
So I never had a chance to have a six pack. So my goal is to have a six pack one time in my life at least.
oh, that would be amazing. How are you getting close? Do you have any abs? What
I have a two pack.
you do?
I have a little. Yeah.
Good for you. I've always had just a different size keg. I used to have a big keg, and now I have like one of
Me
those
too.
little
Me too.
Heineken ones, those little
Yeah,
Heineken take home ones.
yeah. No, you look
That
good, man. I'm proud of you, man. Really.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been it's been almost a year for me, and I still probably have 6 to 8 months left. But
Yeah.
I was always jealous of people who went, quit drinking and then they lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
Because it's for whatever reason, drinking was never that big. What did you normally drink?
Everything. Like I come from the Mexican culture where like, man, I was drinking with my family when I was like 15. Like I come from that culture. Like it'll be a 3-year-old birthday party and having beers and you know what I
Okay.
mean. So I've been
And
drinking for a long time. So like anything, but beer is like the main thing though.
and do you did you switch to like hard liquor, or do you just mainly just not drink at all now?
I'll drink once in a while, but it's usually just beer. Like I try to quit. I try to quit hard liquor. Like I try to like not be hungover as much anymore. So
Right.
I'll do a beer. I'll do a couple of beers. Yeah, when I'm like a game or something, I'll go have a beer probably today for sure.
And was it? Did you notice a difference right away, or like how quickly did you start losing
I
weight?
noticed my mental though. Like before, like when I was gaining weight, like I had like a little drug problem also. So like, but now like I'm losing weight, like my whole mentality changed. I remember you said something like on your I think on the Waistline podcast like 2 weeks ago, where you said no matter what you did, you always have doubt.
Oh yeah.
I think yeah, I had that like every time I started a new job or something, I always had that like doubt always. And now like my mindset's better. Like the doubt's kind of slowly going away, but I still have we're human, so I still have it, but it's
Oh
not
yeah.
as bad as
Well,
before though.
that's I'm glad you're doing better. It's there definitely is. But I think there's a big relationship between like how you like feel physically and like how your mental is. So like it's not gonna fix everything, but if you're already like bummed out and down, like, oh, I gained 60
Exactly,
pounds, it's not gonna be good
exactly.
for you. Um, and that what is your like? Are you dating anybody? Are you married? What is like has this?
I'm doing applications right now. I'm doing a little dating. Yeah,
Okay.
not as much. Yeah, I'm doing some applications though.
Hey, is going a little bit better now that you lost the weight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. And what about it's I know you probably know that I for like 5 years I dated a Mexican
Mm-hmm.
person, and I know firsthand the food that they make, and how like
Uh,
how Mexican family members
my
are
whole family's like
with
that. Yeah,
food. They don't know what they
tortillas,
don't know what diet means.
tamales, the
They don't
salsa, the rice.
they don't understand that you're trying to like they want you to be healthier, but they're like, no, well, you're still
Yeah,
gonna eat my tacos. Like
exactly. I
what?
go to my aunt's house all the time. They're like that. Like you're too skinny. You gotta flaquito. You're too flaquito. You gotta gain some weight. I'm like,
Oh yeah, was it hard? Like, did you have to stop going over there, or like how was
Uh,
that?
I, I handle myself better now. I'll still eat, but like I'll do like portion size. Like I won't go crazy and no
Right.
more.
That's
Yeah,
it's funny when you deal with family it's like on one hand when you're bigger they might be like you need to lose weight, you're getting fat, and then as soon as you start losing weight like, well, now you're too skinny.
exactly. I get that all the time now, all the time.
Oh, that's funny. And what do you what's your plan now to like try to keep it off?
Me, it's honestly the big thing for me is the like I said the drinking. I think that's the big thing because before I was working out, but I'll drink for like 3 days in a row. Then I'll be hungover for Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, then really not get a good workout in. So like I think me is the drinking is probably the big part for sure, and just
Okay.
eating healthy. Like before I was with that before I was always eating like fast food. Like I'll be hungover, like let's go get a burger. I don't want to cook it or something. So it all
Right.
plays. So the drinking and eating healthy for sure.
What is your are you following anything specific? Are you just
I
uh
was doing I was doing keto before, but now I'll say it's like a ghetto keto. Like I'll have like I'll eat some I'll still eat carbs, but not as much as before. Like I'll still eat like a little bit carbs, but like a ghetto keto I call it. Yeah.
okay, and you mentioned that you fast until around 2.
Yeah.
Are you doing intermittent fasting?
I stopped at 8 because I work out at night. So because I do HVAC for my job, so I'm always like I don't get out till probably like 6, come back home, then I eat a light dinner, and then work out at 8. So 8 o'clock is probably the last time I drink a pre-workout. And then that'll be my last time eating.
Okay, wow, that's and what sort of workouts do you do?
Right now I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday are my I do weights days, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I try to run 7 miles. So 5 days
Wow.
I work out. Yeah.
How long did it take you to work up to running 7 miles?
It took a long time, like 6 months, probably like every other day running. I think before I was running more often. I was trying to run every day, but now I run
Okay.
every other day, and it probably took me like 6 months. I still stop. Don't get me wrong. I don't run fully. Like I'll I'll stop for like 10 minutes, walk, then run.
Hey,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. That's awesome. And
yeah. It took a long time though. Before I couldn't even run one lap. Like I honestly felt like my heart was gonna come out.
how did you build up, dude? Were you using like I know there's couch to 5K, like were you just doing it and slowly adding more? What was
Yeah,
your
that's what I was doing.
process?
Slowly adding more. Yeah, slowly adding more. Like first, I started off with a mile. Then I did that for like I want to say like 2 months. Then I went to 3 for 2 months. Then I went to 6. So I started off slowly.
Okay, that's awesome. And now that hopefully, knock on wood, things are starting to open back up again, do you have a plan for sticking to like the cutting down the drinking and the eating? Like, are you worried about it, or what are your
Well, the good
thoughts
thing
on
right
that?
now, I'm trying to start my bit. I'm trying to start my. Hopefully, I have my open up my own business. So hopefully by next year, like I'm trying to open it by next summer or by this summer coming up. So I'm
Okay.
really focusing on that right now. So like that's giving me a big edge to like stopping and stuff.
Oh, and what kind of business is that?
HVAC, heating, doing like installing like heating, like furnaces and stuff like that.
Okay, very cool. Well,
Yeah, I've been doing that for 10 years, so now I'm finally okay. My mindset's better, so now I'm trying to open my own.
good for you. That's awesome. Like
Thank you, thank you.
it's completely changing your whole life.
It
Uh,
has in a big way.
and what I know you probably put it in, and I'll put it in the intro and the outro.
Hmm.
If people are in the San Jose area, how do they hit you up for HVAC?
Right now I work with a company, but in the future you can do my Instagram. But my name right now. I'm trying to still trademark my name, so it might be
Okay,
David and Goliath because my name's David Air
right.
Supply or something. Yeah, I'm still in the process of that. I'm still early in the process. Yeah.
Okay, well that's well. What I'll do is I'll put your Instagram in the intro and
Thank you.
outro, and hit David up. You know, if you know how hot California summers can get. Um,
I know. Finally
so
starting to rain. Finally starting to rain.
oh wow! Now is that and this is what I'll leave you with this is how has had a, like has having a physical job helped you lose weight? Like do you think that's helped a little bit or I
I
mean
think it
do
was
you?
harder, honestly. I don't think so. I think it's harder. You don't get the motivation to work out. Like you just go home and you just want to sleep and like stuff like that's like COVID helped me. Like COVID really helped me. Like
Oh yeah,
because I didn't work for like 3 months, 4 months. So that 4 months I got in shape. But before that, I was like coming home exhausted, not even wanting to lift anything, just eat, lay
oh,
down and watch TV.
and the all the work you do isn't enough work. Like that's what I would think. I'd be like, this is my job is my workout.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not enough.
And now I work out, but before I was like that though. Before I was like, man, I'm not doing nothing. Like I just want to go home and relax.
I don't blame. That was really tough for me when I was like the other times I tried to lose weight by going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
People like when I would work when I first moved to California, I would work from like 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I like people would wake up early and go to the gym or go to the gym after work. I was just so tired. I was like, "There's no way I'm going to the
Yeah.
gym."
What time you
Um,
work out? What time you work out now? Or is
to
you have
be
a go-to
honest,
time?
I do very limited workouts. I do in the middle of the day, like I'll take like
Yeah.
an hour walk. I did,
Okay. Yeah. That's nice.
and
Yeah.
I'm visiting my dad, so I don't have a kettlebell. But when I'm back home, I have a kettlebell that I use.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
I as silly as it sounds, I'm gonna have to start because I'm starting to see a little bit more loose skin and all of that.
Yeah.
And especially when I lose in the next 60, I'm definitely gonna see it. Um, but I'm trying to kind of it's a mixture of me being lazy, not liking to work out, and then B, I'm also trying to prove a point that because you don't get to be as big as I was, 336 pounds, when like by liking working out.
Yeah.
So I know I need to. I'm definitely a lot more active than I was. Like yesterday, I walked almost 10,000 steps. Um, but I I don't want. I like people always talk to me about like diet being um sustainable, being able to be able to do it forever. I I want to be active to like in a way that is sustainable because
Yeah.
I'm never going to be the person to run 7 miles in a day. I would love to. I'd love if I
Yeah.
wanted to and enjoyed it, but I feel like they made couches and beds comfortable, so
Exactly.
I don't want to piss anybody off. So I'm just going to
Yeah.
take advantage of that. But I need to do more. I how did you was there like a specific way you found
Well, with
motivation
me,
or?
I think before with me was like with football and everything or sports, I was always lifting super heavy, but now I'm lifting way lighter. Like if you see the weight I'm lifting, like you're only lifting that. I'm lifting super light, but a lot of reps. So I'm doing more of that workout. So I don't really get sore, so that's a good thing with me. Like I learned, or what helps with me is consistency.
Right.
So like I'm not lifting as heavy, so I'm not getting sore. Like I'm working out smarter than I used to. Because with
Right.
football, it was always like lift heavy. You want to be the biggest. But
Right.
now I'm like lifting to be healthy. So I'm like lifting, like if you see the weights I'm lifting, you're like, oh, that's all you're lifting? Like you'll be surprised, but I'm lifting like a low amount of weight, but a lot of reps. So I
Okay.
really don't get sore. Yeah, so that helped me out a lot with me.
How did you start? I mean, and maybe it was because you had a background in it, but the hardest thing for me is to start doing it. Once I get going, I'm okay, but to start running or start lifting weights, how did you motivate yourself to do that?
Honestly, it's just I just knew I had to change. Like I knew like I was going to a dark place, like both like physically and mentally. I just knew I had to change. So like that was a big part of me. Like if I ain't changing right now, I'm never gonna change. Like that was
Right.
always on my mind. Yeah, like always on my mind. I was like, if I don't change right now, I'm just never gonna change.
No, I think you're right. A lot of people talk to me about like, oh, someone needs to lose weight. How do I get them to do it? I don't think someone's gonna do it unless they're ready to do it. It's like
Exactly. Yeah.
I, I,
Exactly.
I wish there was something I could say to people. But people tried to get me to lose weight for years, and
Yeah.
I just
And
wasn't in
there's
a
no
good
plans
place.
really. Like everyone else is different. So like you read other people's plans, and that's totally not your plan. Like
Right.
other people's like, I go on this diet, or I go on this diet, or I become a vegetarian. It's like you have to follow. You have to test what you like. That's I think. What one thing that helped me too was in the beginning I did a lot of hiking too. So I did a
Okay.
lot of fun stuff that like helped me lose like hiking was a big change for me too. Like it's so like it feels like your therapy when you go hiking. That's what it felt for me. I'll just go
That's
by myself a random spot and just go hiking.
that's awesome. No, you know what? You're absolutely whatever works for you. How did you try some stuff and like not like it, or how did you
I tried a
find
lot of
the?
diets, different diets. I tried a lot of different diets and stuff. Or I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
like
tried a vegetarian for like 2 weeks. I'm like, there's no way. I'm Mexican. I have to, you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Fuck no, I miss carne
I have to
asada,
enjoy at
man.
least. I have to enjoy at least something. Like I got to have taste in my food. It's like
Right.
no offense to vegetarians or nothing, but it's like
No, no, I'm sure there are some vegans or vegetarians who listen, but no,
yeah,
I couldn't do it, so I don't
yeah,
blame you at
it's super
all.
hard.
Oh my God. Well, David, that is awesome. I really appreciate you spending some time with me, and I'll let you enjoy the Giants game.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm so proud of what you're doing. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, David. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much to David for coming on. Great talking to him. So happy for all of his success, and it just shows with the weight loss, with getting clean, with the doing all this during the pandemic, that there's never a reason not to try, not to start, because we can all do it. So I'm very proud of David, and thank you very much for coming on. Don't forget, if you are in the Northern California area, I think it's Northern. He says it on here. I'm sorry. I believe it's Northern California. He has a Giants shirt on. And by the way, you can tell we recorded this when both of our teams were still in the playoffs. So sad. Go to Instagram, Davo, DAVO, _hiking.gang. I'm not sure why it's .gang. Is that a new website address? It's just Syatt.gang and just, what's up? No, that's stupid. I'm sorry. But thank you very much to David for coming on. Thank you to Sheath Underwear for sponsoring the podcast. Don't forget, go to sheathunderwear.com and use promo code Syatt, SYATT, to get 20% off of your first order. That's sheathunderwear.com using promo code Syatt. Thank you so much for listening and watching the Waistline Podcast, and I'll be back next week with a great episode. I have an episode with a doctor coming out next week. Very excited. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week.